I thought this was just another game. Until I played Don't Wake the Brainrot. It's worse than I ever imagined. But you won't believe what happens at the end. Stick around because I promise, you're not ready for this. The moment I logged into Don't Wake the Brainrot, something felt off. My skin, my avatar, completely vanished. I was literally naked. But instead of panicking, I brushed it off. It's not unusual for games to lag, right? I figured it would fix itself soon enough, but that wasn't the strangest thing. As I looked around, I saw a simple field scattered with brainrots. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. No obstacles, no challenges, just a plain, empty space filled with these brainrots. I thought to myself, this must be how it works. I just steal one and get started. So, like a noob, I began grabbing brainrots. I wasn't sure if there were any rules, but I was having fun. Soon, other players showed up, and we started fighting over the brainrots. It was chaotic, but I didn't mind. I was in my element, right? Then it hit me something felt too easy. There was no threat. But then, everything changed. The atmosphere shifted. Suddenly, the real brainrots appeared. But here's the weirdest part. They didn't see me. It was like I wasn't even there. It was as if I was invisible. At first, I thought it was a glitch. But the more I stole, the more I realized this was the server's strange little secret. On one hand, it was great I could grab all the brainrots I wanted without anyone stopping me. But there was a catch. I couldn't interact with anything. No shops, no spinning wheels, nothing. In this version, to steal a brainrot or even spin the wheel, you need Robux. And without access to stores, I was stuck. Frustrated, I decided to log out and back in, hoping for a fix. I logged into Don't Wake the Brainrot for the second time, eager to continue my adventure. But I saw a notification that someone else had logged into my account from another device. But I only had my account on my laptop. How was this even possible? When I logged back in, things were even worse. Gone was my cute emo out style. I had a noob skin. I couldn't believe it. Where was my stylish avatar? I missed it so much. But despite the frustration, I decided to continue playing, thinking things would get better. Boy, was that a mistake. On the bright side, the shops and catalogs finally worked for me. Everything was just like in Steal a Brainrot, except for one thing, the gear shop. It had cool items that made me move faster around the map, but I couldn't figure out why I needed them when carrying a brainrot. As I continued collecting brainrots, the Blood Moon event started. I couldn't play the epic background music due to copyright, but trust me, it was amazing. I should have stopped there, but I didn't. And that's when everything truly started to go wrong. Let's put the big reveal aside for now. For the moment, let's focus on playing and getting the hang of things while I share all the cool features I've discovered about this game. First off, there's a unique mechanic that revolves around a line on the floor. Once you cross that line, you're safe. No one can steal the brain rot from you, no matter how many times they hit you. It's a pretty awesome feature because it ensures that your efforts aren't wasted once you make it across. However, this can also backfire. If you're carrying a brain rot and bring it to the strip, but get hit before crossing the line, all your previous work is for nothing, and the brain rot will be taken from you. So it's a constant balancing act of timing and strategy. I also noticed there's only one major event in the game, called the Blood Moon. During the Blood Moon event, you earn 6 times more brain rot per second, which makes it the best time to collect as much as you can. It's a huge advantage, and if you time your collection right, you can rack up brain rot in no time. So definitely make sure to focus on gathering during this event to maximize your progress. There's a myth floating around that the best brain rot spawns only at the end of the map, but I've tested this theory and found it to be untrue. The best brain rot can spawn anywhere, yes, even at the very beginning or somewhere in the middle of the map. It's all about being aware of your surroundings and staying alert for the best spawns, no matter where they are. So far, I've only been playing for about 10 minutes, but I've already made some solid progress. One key tactic I've learned is to bring the brain rot slowly to the line, even though the big brain rots are constantly pushing you. It might seem like a good idea to rush, but trust me, the bigger brain rots take forever to fall asleep, and they will wake up eventually, making it harder to move forward. It's better to be patient, taking it one step at a time and ensuring you don't make any unnecessary moves that could cost you everything. As I continue playing, I'm sure I'll uncover even more game mechanics and strategies, but for now, these tips should help anyone just starting out. The game's a lot trickier than it looks, but with the right strategies, you can definitely get ahead. And then came the moment when it stopped being funny. At first, everything seemed fine, though the floor had become transparent. I figured it was just a glitch, nothing to worry about. But then, things took a weird turn. I couldn't even pick up a single brainrot. Frustrated, I decided to log out, hoping it would fix the problem. But when I logged back in, all my brainrots were gone. Worse, I couldn't collect any new ones either. I was stuck, unable to do anything. Of course, I decided to log out again, hoping that might solve it. Nothing had changed and all my brainwaves were still nowhere to be found. But at least, after a bit of effort, I was able to get some new brainwaves. It wasn't the best situation, but it was something to be happy about. I decided to chase after a tung sahur, and as I was putting it back in its place, suddenly boom, all my brain rats reappeared. But not the ones we had just collected, no, these were the ones I had collected earlier. Okay, well, at least something good came out of it. I wasn't about to get discouraged yet. Now, I decided to focus on earning money so I could buy some new things from the gear shop. To do that, I needed to level up all my animals as much as possible. It was time to grind, but as always, I'm going to keep the details under wraps. No spoilers, you'll have to wait until the end of the video to see what happens. So, are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So, things didn't exactly go according to plan. But let's move on to what I managed to farm. I won't bore you with the details of everything I collected, but here's the highlight. I've got brainwaves that bring me over 100,000 per second, plus a few more that give me over 20,000. And as you can see, I've got 16 million in my balance, all of this in just 30 minutes. What do you think? Is that a good result? Let me know in the comments. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out and means a lot to me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.